On this latest edition of DWZ discussion, we will be talking a little bit about Jungle Kyona. Now, for those who don't know what's going on, as you know, she announced her next participation for the NOMADS Freelance Summit that will take place on April 14th. However, she announced as well that as soon as this match is over, she will be in an indefinite hiatus to recover from her knee injury she obtained back in October of 2020. So basically, there's a lot to talk about her journey going from stardom all the way to being a freelancer, making ways to the US, and so on, and then back to Japan. So let's get ready for another DWZ discussion. Welcome everybody to DWZ discussions, where we discuss about things that are going on within pro wrestling, such as wrestlers, the matches, the championships, whatever we get our hands on. I am your host J Rod here, so let's talk about none other than Jungle Kyona. Now, recently there was on February 22nd, no, the 21st, my bad, February 21st, the day which was, of course, the retirement match of Keiji Muto. Nomads have announced for their upcoming event that will take place on April 19th at called the Freelance Summit Volume 3. It's been a while since they put out a show. However, the biggest news came is when Jo Kiona announced that she will participate, which is something that many people who've been following this, including myself, we thought that she would be participating. Looks more like it is, and of course many the founders like Rina Yamashita, Maya Yuhiki, Tsurumi Natsu, and Miyuki Takase. They were very happy to hear that she would be participating. However, the interesting news is as soon as this match is over, this will be her final one until she goes to an indefinite hiatus. Apparently, she wants to recover from her knee injury. Apparently, her repair for her left knee that she obtained back in October 2020 which was her official last match with Stardom, is now becoming more of a problem. She's not being the same physical condition she's been recently. Now, how did this whole thing come about for all of us? How did this happen to Jungle Kyona? To understand, let's go back to that particular day on October of 2020. Now, if you guys remember, this is a match where she actually hurt herself. We weren't sure of the extent of the injury. We heard that there was some parts of her knee that were not they were damaged and they were being repaired by surgery and so on and so on. Now I know many fans were hoping Jungle Kyona will make her return. That sort of we waited for almost over a year or so. Yeah, over a year, and there was nothing yet. We know she was in recovery, but however, in late I think it was in late 2021 that was announced. Hold on, let me look it up again because I feel like I missed something. I didn't write this down on my notes like I should have because I became a total idiot. Let's see. Okay, yes. Um, Here it is. This happened in September of 2021, where Kiona announced due to she left. Now, however, some of you may question why did she leave Stardom? I mean, she could have gone big. True, but because of the extended period she's been out, John Kiona mentioned before that she felt that she was burning bridges between herself and the top officials of Stardom. I don't blame her what she's feeling. It's understandable because we know when it comes to promotions when they're saying that the wrestlers are out, they want them to become back healthy, but they're those type of promotions that will want them to come back as soon as possible because time is everything and so on and so on. But that wasn't the case. Now, since she left Stardom, we weren't sure where she was going to go. Some people speculate she may go to another promotion, or so on and so on. However, she did, from what we knew back then, she was working in some office work after, as soon as she left Stardom, and many of us thought, okay, maybe if she wants to be happy, then we support her. However, she did announce for the 2022 um, Hana Kimura Memorial Show that she will participate. Now, many fans anticipated for that particular match that it's going to be her and Konami. And because if you guys remember, Konami was the one who betrayed her after the passing of Hana Kimura. And many of us thought that was going to happen. It did not. Her first match outside of Stardom in a long time, she ended up being facing against Kyoko Kimura, Hana Kimura's mother. It wasn't much of a comeback match, but as soon as this was over, it was announced later that Jungle Kyona was making her way to the U.S. to wrestle. This was huge for many fans, especially us, the American fan base, where we were happy to see her. I mean, I watched many of her matches wherever she was in, either like Deadlock Pro Wrestling, um, JCW, AEW Dark. She was in the match with Riho and plenty others. So she did a fantastic job. Not to mention she posted out photos of herself hanging out with Sumi Sakai. Keep in mind, Sumi Sakai at the time was playing her handler. She was the one who handled her bookings. She even attended WWE events, since we know Sumi Sakai is good friends with Io Shirai, and of course we saw her going to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes with Sumi Sakai and various others like Shinsuke Nakamura, Minoru Suzuki, and so on and so on. So she had a blast, but we weren't sure if she was going to go back to Japan to wrestle, because we know she's been having a blast here in the States, which was really good. I mean, not to mention every match she's ever been involved in. However, it was announced in early last month of January that Jungle Kyona was going to participate for the first ever Joshi wrestlers to compete in Pro Wrestling Noah. This was huge. Now, Noah had some Joshi wrestlers participate in the um, tribute in a produced show by, of course, Nosawa Rangai, which features Tsurumi Natsu. Um, you can say the four members of Nomads were involved, but this time, in this particular match, Joe Kyona was teamed up with Saru Inoue, who they have in common. They're both good friends with Hana Kimura. They take on Mayu Yuhiki and Tsurumi Natsu. And I have to say, this was a pretty good match. Not gonna lie, because it's been a long time since we ever seen a Joshi wrestlers in Pro Wrestling Noah, because this is normally an all men show. And what happened after the match, this one was a very surprising for all of us. She's saying that if New Japan is going to have the IWGP Women's Champion with Kairi, who she highly respects, she even appealed her case, saying, why not have a GHC Women's Championship? And of course, the look in the face of Tsurumi Natsu, Mayuhiki, and Tsurunoe is like, great idea, make it happen. Now, we haven't heard anything by Pro Wrestling Noah of their officials or their governing body, the GHC, if there's going to be a GHC Women's Championship. But I know if that's the case, it could happen. Now, we haven't seen anything yet with Jungle Kyona since then. However, we did hear that she decided that she's going to go to war against one particular person who also made an impact as a freelancer. And you guys know I've been following her, I've been talking about her a lot. We're talking about none other than the Cosmic Eel herself, um, Unagi Sayaka. Now, the reason behind that was announced later. It was not Joan Kiona, how to say, pleaded for this match to happen, and of course it did. So she's gonna team up with Jaguar Yokota to take on Unagi Sayaka and a tag team partner of her choosing, which we don't know yet. That particular match will take place, I believe, in Corkin Hall on the on the 5th of March, which of course is going to be good to enjoy. However, when it was later announced that, as you know, she will participate in Nomads. Now, You ask yourselves, why did she announce her that she's going to participate in Nomads and then go on a hiatus? Well, apparently something has gone wrong due to the repair on her knee surgery. If you guys remember, she had two knee surgeries. Apparently things are not going into effect. She said she can barely run, all this and that, and it really is bothering her. Now, she said that she wants to participate in the Nomad show, which is something that I'm sure Yuhiki, Natsu, um, Takase, and Yamashita, they were happy to hear it. But as soon as this match is over, health come first. Um, the Nomad founders made the decision to, of course, to help her out. They decided they're going to do a crowdfunding project. Basically, people will be donating money, or their tickets will be donated to their money that they purchased. Their tickets will be donated to Jungle Kyona. You know, they really want her to come back. I mean, Jungle Kyona made it perfectly clear. There was a press conference that announced. I will put that video in the description down below. There is subtitles. It was translated. Thank you to, I think, Mr. Haku, who has done a great job translating for stuff. And I think that I will amazing stuff. But Jungle Kyona made it perfectly clear that this is not a retirement. Um, she wants to come back healthy. Who knows how long she'll be out, but she wants to come back because I feel like she still has some unfinished business. I mean, that is the thing I like about Joan Kiona. Keep in mind, we weren't sure when she left the Stardom and she was going to go to wrestle. When we heard that she was taking office work, I thought, okay, that was it. She's done, or she just wants to take a break. But however, in our life, we have to take care of ourselves first. Health comes first above everything else. Now, if you guys don't believe that, then you guys are the ones who are going to make things worse for yourselves. I always think about my health, always. And Jungle Kyona is another prime example. Health comes first. Now, there's still no indication how long she'll be out, but she will be. They said they're going to investigate the source of what's going on with her knee, and then hopefully, what they're going to next course of actions. She has been talking with doctors and so on and so on. But I hope she comes back stronger than ever, and I hope by the time she gets back, the governing body from Pro Wrestling Noah, the Global Honor Crown, may have consideration having a women's title. If they do, I will be doing a discussion about that and explain it, and some of you may question certain things about it. Um, I think that's pretty much it for now. So I'll see you guys on the next episode after this. Um, well, I think that's it. So, um, my thoughts and prayers go to Joe Kino. I hope she does get better, and of course, I'll be supporting her no matter what, and I'll be seeing her, see how her last two matches will take place. So for now, I'll see you guys later. So I must bid all of you adieu. So goodbye, and have a nice day.